मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय मूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ध्यान श्लोक वेद वेदांत साम्राज्य धर्म कामार्थ मोक्षदं विद्यारण्यन्नुमः पुण्यं यो विद्यारण्यमच्चिनत्. So which one was the last you were chanting? 6? 6 was done? Okay. So 7th we can start together. साधनान्तरनिरपेक्षतया स्वयमेव भासमानत्वात् Good. So in the beginning, there was a prayer, let me have Buddhi Yoga, association with Samyak Darshanam, the right vision. The right vision is by the sadhana of Jnana Yoga. For that also prayer is there. Let me do the sadhana of Jnana Yoga without obstacle. And Jnana Yoga is consisting of Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasanam. And then the prayer is for Shravanam. So every step we are telling Bhagwan, help, please help. So Shravanam, And Shravanam is having three steps or three parts. The first one is Tvam Padartha Vichara, Tvam Padartha Nirupanam. The presentation of the meaning of the word Tvam in the Mahavakya Tattvamasi. And in that connection we saw that Tvam, the word you, has got the meaning Jivaha. And what is the implied meaning of the word Tvam Jivaha? Consciousness, pure consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness is that which is self-evident. What do you mean by self-evident? It is evident without objectification, without being objectified by any other means of knowledge. How do you understand this self-evident idea? I am. Self is self-evident. In which form? I am, I am, I am. So the self is self-evident as I. And it does not require any other means of knowledge. That is called Chaitanya Swarupa of Atma. And then Ananda Swarupa also was talked about, that I am the dearest, and the dearest is the absolute source of happiness, Ananda. And therefore I can discover, I can appreciate myself to be Ananda Swarupa. And then Atma is Asangaha. And Atma, Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, is not limited to one body, it is available in all the bodies. And that Chaitanyam which is present as Sakshi in all the bodies, that Chaitanyam I am. So up to this Tvam Padartha was presented. Then Tat Pada Vachyartha, the popular meaning of the word Tat, immediate meaning of the word Tat, that is Ishvaraha, which is Jagat Karanam. That was presented. And what is the implied meaning of the word Tat? Implied meaning is Satyam Gnanam Anantam, existence, consciousness which is limitless, and which is Nitya Nirvikara Asanga Advitiya Paripurna. That is implied meaning of the word Tat. And now Tat and Tvam, both we have understood in terms of Lakshyartha. So Tat Pada Lakshyartha is limitless consciousness. Tvam Pada Lakshyartha is the consciousness obtaining in all the bodies. And now both of them are understood to be one. And that is called Aikya Nirupanam, means the presentation of oneness between Tat Pada Lakshyartha and Tvam Pada Lakshyartha. Or in other words, the true nature of Jiva and true nature of Ishvara are one. That message is conveyed by this Mahavakya. And that is called Mahavakyartha Vichara, the analysis of the the meaning of the Mahavakya. Otherwise called Asi Padartha Vichara. And that is done in the next paragraph. And before we proceed, I just would like to mention that 12th and 13th prayer, even though into bracket is given 15 and 16, but really these two prayers were not there in the original text. These two are added mainly because of the guidance of Swami Paramarthananji. So when we were having discussion on this text, and we thought that Tat Padartha Nirupanam is not directly and the systematically mentioned here, so we would add. And therefore these two prayers are added. They will not be found in the text. All right. But you cannot make out. Can you make out that this is not original or something? We cannot make out. So this, the added also is made so much to match with the original language, etc. Therefore it looks like original. All right. Now the next one is Aikya Nirupadam. We'll read. Yo brahmadistambhaparyantanam sarvesham praninam deha madhye तत्तद्देह साक्षित्वेन भासमानः परिपूर्णात्मास्ति सोऽयं परमात्मा केवलं मुमुक्षोः पुरुषस्य मे स्वरूपम् इति एवं रूपं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यज्ञानं दृढीभूयात्. Yes. Here, the main sentence is Brahmatmaikya Jnanam Dridhibhuyat. The last part is the main sentence. Let the Jnanam, the knowledge of Brahma and Atma, Brahma, the truth of Ishvara, Atma, which is the truth of Jiva, Aikyam, oneness, the knowledge of oneness between Brahma and Atma, Dridhibhuyat. Let it be very firm. Let the knowledge of oneness between Brahma and Atma be very firm, very strong. And this is the final message of Vedanta. And this is presented by the Mahavakya. So Mahavakya is presenting this Advitiya Brahma, Advaitam Brahma, in two ways. One is, the language would be, Jiva is Ishvaraha. Tvam, you, Jiva, asi are Tat Ishvaraha. You, Jiva, are Ishvaraha. And when we take the immediate meaning, Vachyarthaha, popular meaning, there is a Virodhaha, contradiction. Because Jiva is Alpagna, Alpashaktiman, Ishvara is Sarvagna, Sarvashaktiman, both of them cannot be one. Then what do? We take Lakshyarthaha. We take the implied meaning of the word Jiva, implied meaning of the word Ishvara. Like a wave is told, you are the ocean. Then wave will have sense of resistance. How can I be an ocean? Then we tell that you, wave, are essentially, originally, water only. What about the ocean? That ocean also is water alone. So, your true nature is water, and the true nature of ocean also is water. So, as water, both of you are one. Similarly, we take the implied meaning of the word Tvam, Jiva, as consciousness, witness consciousness. And the implied meaning of the Ishvara, Tat, also is what? Consciousness. Or sometimes we take it existence. So, pure existence is the implied meaning of the word Tat. And Pure consciousness is the implied meaning of the word Tvam. And existence is consciousness. Consciousness is existence. And thereby, the Jiva and Ishvara are essentially one. You, Jiva, are existence consciousness. Ishvara also is existence consciousness. Therefore, from the standpoint of your original nature, you and Ishvara are one and the same. So, with the help of the wave and ocean example, we explain this. Or with the help of the example of pot space and total space, we say this pot space is what? Space alone. Total space is also what? Space alone. The difference is only because of the upadhi. Pot is individual medium, upadhi means medium, and total space has got totality as upadhi, medium. Without these upadhi, the true nature of the total space and the true nature of the pot space is one and the same space. And thus, from the standpoint of space, both of you are one. You, pot space, are total space. This is one way of understanding the meaning of the Mahavakya. Oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Another way, this meaning of the Mahavakya is presented as Akhandartha Bodhanam. So, Mahavakya is defined in two ways. Jiveshwaraikya Bodhakam Vakyam Mahavakyam. And second is Akhandartha Bodhakam Vakyam Mahavakyam. What do we mean by Akhandartha Bodhaka? Bodhaka means revealer of Akhandartha, indivisible reality. And here what we say is that the reality behind the Jiva and Ishvara is one and the same. One indivisible reality alone is appearing as Jiva, appearing as Ishvara, but in this reality, Jiva Ishvara division is not there. So we start from the reality itself. The one reality alone is there behind the Jiva and there behind the Ishvara. And this reality is Akhandaha. Akhanda means divisionless. Jiva Ishvara division is not there in this reality. One reality appears as Jiva, appears as Ishvara, but free from the Jiveshwara Bhedaha. And that is very beautifully presented in the Taittiriya. Yaschayam Purushe Yaschasavaditye Sa Ekaha. That which is there behind this individual Purushe, Yaschasavaditye, that which is there behind the sun, and the sun represents the totality. So the reality behind the individual and the reality behind the total, Sa Ekaha. And then we have to add Saha Ahamasmi. That indivisible reality I am. Only one indivisible reality behind the individual and total, and that indivisible reality I am. That is how Mahavakya is presented in this manner as well. So in these two ways, Jiveshwara Aikya Bodhakatvena or Akhandartha Bodhakatvena, both finally mean the same, only the presentation is different. Alright. So here in this sentence, we can see the second way of presenting. This Vakya can be interpreted in different ways. I have taken one interpretation. And here the message given is that one reality, Paramatma, is available as Sakshi in every individual, and that same Paramatma is available as Paripurna Atma Ishvaraha. Paripurna Atma, Ishvara from the Vachyartha standpoint, and Nirupadika Brahma from Lakshyartha standpoint. So one Paramatma, one indivisible reality is available in every individual as Sakshi. And same reality is available as the truth of Ishvara. And that indivisible reality I am. That indivisible reality is my true nature. In this manner, Brahmatmaikya Jnanam Dridhi Bhuyat. That is presented here. Yaha, one who is Bhasamanaha, shining. How is it shining? Tattat Deha Sakshitvena, as the witness of the body. And here body, gross body, subtle body, both. So one who is shining as the witness of Tattat Deha means various bodies, respective body. So the reality which is shining as the witness of various body, respective body, where Sarvesham Praninam Deha Madhye, in the body of all living beings. So this reality is shining as the witness of every body obtaining in the body of all living beings. And what is the range of the living beings? Brahmadi Stamba Paryantanam. All living beings starting with Brahmaji. Brahmaji, the highest is prani, highest living being. Because his body is the entire universe. Entire gross body entire gross universe is his gross body. Therefore, he is the one who is considered to be the biggest prani. Prani doesn't mean animal here. Prani means living being. So, among all the pranis, highest is Brahmaji. So, Brahmadi, starting with Brahmaji, Stamba Paryantanam, up to the clump of grass. The smallest, we can take Stamba as the smallest living being. So this reality is shining as the witness in the body of all living beings, starting with Brahmaji up to the Stamba. So this is Tvam Pada Lakshyartha. So the reality is available as Tvam Padartha, as Tvam Pada Lakshyartha. And Saha Eva Paripurnatma Asti. That reality alone, Saha Eva we are supplying. That reality alone is Paripurnatma Asti. The complete self, the truth of Ishvara. So here Paripurnatma Asti is a Tatpada Lakshyartha. So that alone is Paripurna Atma behind this Ishvara. Therefore, if you see in the previous one, 13th, when we were talking about the Lakshyartha of Tatpada, one word was Paripurna. So that Paripurna Atma behind the Ishvara. So that reality alone is the truth of Ishvara. Paripurna Atma Asti, representing Tatpada Lakshyartha. Soyam Paramatma. That this Paramatma, limitless reality, Parama means limitless, Atma, this self, which is the reality, that this limitless self, otherwise called Brahma, Soyam Paramatma, Kevalam, alone, that this limitless reality which is behind the Jiva and behind Ishvara alone, Mumukshoho me Purushasya Swarupam. That reality alone is, Kevalam alone is, me Swarupam, my nature. And what is me? Purushasya, conscious being. And what type of conscious being? Contextually, mumukshoho, of me who is mumukshu, the seeker of freedom. Why mumukshu word is brought? Because Mahavakya Vichara is done by Jignasu who is mumukshu. And therefore mumukshoho purushasya me. Tvam pada vachyarthasya mumukshoho purushasya me. Tvam pada vachyartha is mumukshu purusha. And tvam pada vachyarthasya swarupam is what? That akhanda Paramatma alone. So mumukshoho purushasya me swarupam. So my true nature is that indivisible, limitless reality which is there behind the jiva, which is there behind the Ishvara. So I am the truth behind jiva and Ishvara. Like water can say, I am the truth behind this individual wave and also the ocean. So just as water can say that in the context of these water bodies, similarly, I, existence consciousness, indivisible existence consciousness, which is limitless, I also can say, I am the truth behind the jiva, I am the truth behind the Ishvara. That is the meaning of that sentence in Taittiriya, Bhruguvalli. Yaschayam purushe yascha savaditye sa ekaha. It is a nice mantra. Morning when we do namaskara to the sun, after that we can chant this. It's a very nice appreciation looking at the sun. Yaschayam purushe yascha savaditye sa ekaha. And then we add saha eva aham asmi. That alone I am. So in this manner, kevalam soyam paramatma kevalam only is my true nature. Iti evam rupam. In this manner, brahmatmaikya jnanam, of such nature, knowledge which is of such nature, that knowledge of what? Brahmatmaikya, oneness between Brahma and Atma, dradhi bhuyat. Let it be very firm. And it will take so much Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasanam. Let it take. Whatever time spent on this is worthwhile. Because having attained this knowledge, nothing requires to be done. People say that, Swamiji, how much time it will take? But okay, if I say 1 year, afterwards what will you do? Oh, Swamiji, so many other projects are there. So then it is not moksha. Moksha is there when you do not have any project for your fulfillment. Krita kritya. And therefore, we need not have anxiety. Let it take its own time. We don't entertain laziness or carelessness. But at the same time, there is no anxiety for this attaining knowledge at the earliest possible. That is the difference we have seen earlier, that sincerity and anxiety, the difference is. In sincerity, you focus your attention on effort without becoming lazy or careless. In anxiety, you are focusing on the result. When I will complete, when I will do this. Let it take its own time. Some people may be worried, Swamiji, you are still in the 14th, that evening is going to be over. When will you complete? Some people have this. If at all somebody should be worried, who should be worried? Swamiji should be worried. How will I complete? How will I complete? I am not worried. We have done this so many times. We say, no, I have done it. So this has been done. So if people say, oh, still you are in the 4th chapter and only 3-4 months to go, what will you do? All of a sudden you are 5th chapter, 6th chapter, 8th chapter. Now we are in 18th chapter. We are going to start 18th chapter. Even when I was talking to my Guruji, so he was telling which chapter you are in. I said 12th chapter. Okay, when are you complete? September. Oh, so many. And 30 chapter is very big. I said, Swami, yes, it is, but we have planned. We have planned that this chapter will require this many days. So it will be done. So you need not worry about it. Okay? So tomorrow morning, I will show you the end. So movie mein aata hai, I don't know whether nowadays it comes. Earlier is to come, the end. So we know so that people get up. Otherwise people... All right. So, Aikya Gnanam, Rasagulla is ready. Okay. Now somebody may say, Swamiji, then the camp should be over. Then he said, no, this is only Shravanam done. Now Mananam is required. So by Shravanam, what is achieved? By Shravanam, we have understood that Shruti wants to reveal this fact about me. What fact? That all that is here is Brahma, that Brahman I am. That Brahman you are. That is what Shruti wants to reveal. So I understood, yes, Shruti wants to say that I am all-pervasive Brahma. Now that I have understood. Shruti wants to say this only. Because every Upanishad we study, then the conclusion, the essence is this only. The central message is this alone. Everything is hovering around that, revolving around that. So that much I understood. But what Shruti says, I am not fully convinced of it. Yeah, Shruti says, you are all pervasive Brahman. All that is here is Brahma, that Brahman you are means I am all. But I am not convinced. Then Shastra says, Atma vare shrotavyaha, Atma vare mantavyaha. So, Atma vare means what? Atma vai are. Vare is not there. Varam bolte Tamil mein bolte and varam is week. I think varam is week, no? Yeah. So it is not that every week you should do Shravanam. Vare. That is not the meaning. Vai are indeed. Are means Maitreyi. The Atma indeed needs to be listened to. Shravanam should be done. And then now next one is Mananam. So now we are entering into the topic of Mananam. Manana Nirupanam, the presentation of Mananam. Shri Guru Mukhat Shrutad Dvitiya Vastunaha Vedantanugunayuktibihi Anavaratamanu bhuyat. Please read. Here the main sentence is Anavaratam Anuchintanam Bhuyat. Bhuyat, let there be. Anuchintanam, follow up deliberation. Anu has got the idea of following. Following what? Shravanam. Shravanam anu chintanam. Chintanam is vichara, analysis, inquiry. So let there be follow-up inquiry, follow-up deliberation, anavaratam, without interruption. Not only once a week, every day. Anavaratam anuchintanam bhuyat. Which is called mananam. So what is the definition of mananam? Mananam is a manasik kriya, is a mental activity for resolving the doubts revealed regarding the subject matter revealed by the Shruti with the help of reasoning. So with the help of reasoning, resolving the doubts regarding the subject matter revealed by Shruti. And that is called Mananam, which is the follow-up thinking after Shravanam. So Anuchintanam conveys the idea of following. And regarding what mananam is to be done, Shruta Dvitiya Vastunaha. Vastunaha, Shashti Vibhakti. Advitiya Vastunaha Anuchintanam. The deliberation, follow-up deliberation on Vastu reality. What type of reality? Advitiya, non-dual. So deliberation on the non-dual reality. And not independent. Shruta, heard from Shri Guru Mukhat, from the mouth of glorious Guru. Shri has got the meaning Shri Yuta. Shri Yuta Guru. So Shri Guru Mukhat Shruta Dvitiya Vastunaha Anuchintanam Bhuyat. Let there be follow-up deliberation on non-dual reality heard from Shri Guru Mukha, the mouth of glorious Guru. And from the mouth of Guru, what is heard? Vedanta Vakya. Guru is Guru when he teaches Vedanta. And Vedanta will be Vedanta for you when it is coming from Guru. So they are complementary to each other. Like pen drive and your device, your computer, both of them are complementary. Without a pen drive, music cannot be there. And without the computer or any device, you cannot simply keep the pen drive here and here. Can you hear? Pen drive you put here. Will you get the lecture? No. Only machine is there, but pen drive is not there. Then also you cannot have, unless you have recorded in it. So CD player or something is there, or this pen drive player. Nowadays pen drive player also is there. So you put it and then the music or talk will come. So the Guru, Shri Guru Mukhat means Shri Guru Mukhat Shruta. Shruta is what? Vedanta. Vedanta Pratipadita. Shri Guru Mukhat Shruta means Shri Guru Mukhat Shruta Vedanta Pratipadita Advitiya Vastunaha. So let there be deliberation on non-dual reality heard from the Guru. The non-dual reality which is presented by Vedanta Vakya heard from the Guru. And how this mananam, anuchintanam is otherwise called mananam, deliberation. How is it to be done? Vedantanuguna yuktibhihi. Yuktibhihi means with reasoning, with logic, but not independent logic. Anuguna, in keeping with Vedanta. Shruti, Vakya, Vedanta. All of you know what is Vedanta, the end portion of Vedas. So, let there be follow-up deliberation on non-dual reality with reasoning in keeping with Vedanta. Therefore, in Sadhana Panchakam it is very beautifully said, Dustarkat suviramyatam shrutimatas tarkonu sandhiyatam. Dustarka, which is not based on the appropriate pramana, from such tarka suviramyatam, one should withdraw. And shrutimataha tarkaha anusandhiyatam. The logic which is in keeping with the shruti, that logic anusandhiyatam should be deliberated upon. So here also it says, mananam on the subject matter revealed by Shruti should be done. Let it be done. Bhuyat. The prayer is there. Let mananam be there with the help of the reasoning in keeping with Shruti. So there is a prayer for what? May I do proper mananam, deliberation on the subject matter revealed by Shastra and Guru. So whatever is required, I am ready to do. I am asking for your grace, but I am not a lazy. It is not a prayer of a lazy man. It is a prayer of a person who is diligent, but also understands the importance of grace of Ishvara. Therefore he prays. So here, general prayer in general for mananam. Now, in what manner mananam is done, That is being explained in the next prayer. Abharupasya vishvasya bhanam bhasaka sannidhim vina kadachidapi na sambhavati iti bharupatma sarvagatah iti sarvagatatmanishchayah samyak bhuyat. Yes. So here the main sentence is Sarvagatatma Nishchayah Samyak Bhuyat. Bhuyat, let there be. Nishchayaha. Nishchaya means ascertainment. Regarding what? Sarvagata Atma, all pervasive self. Ascertainment, conviction regarding all pervasive self. Bhuyat, let it be. Samyak, very well. Let there be the ascertainment, conviction regarding all pervasive self, very well. This is one of the issues many sadhakas have. What is that? Swamiji, I can understand that I am different from this body, mind, sense complex. Drik Drishya Viveka is done. And I understand that, yes, I am the knower, body is known, so the knower is different from the known, I understand. I am different from the organs, I am different from the mind because I am the knower of the mind, I am the witness of the mind. That is clear. I am Atma, I am Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, and I am present in this body, different from this body. यहाँ तक पहुँच गए स्वामी जी. Up to this we are able to reach. But I am all pervasive. That I am not convinced. I am Atma here, that is okay. I am different from the body, that also somehow I managed. पहुँचा, बड़ी मुश्किल से पहुँचा, reached. But I am all pervasive. Sarvagataha, that is the issue of many sadhakas. How can I appreciate I am all pervasive? As one Swamiji said, I am not even all pervasive. Where is the question of all pervasive? This is a very genuine issue. After understanding this Vedanta, up to certain point, you understand and you are convinced. After some point, understood but not convinced. And that is where this mananam is required. And here, regarding Sarvagata, I Atma am Sarvagataha. For that, one obstacle I have seen, the obstacle people have is, somehow they want to feel, I want to feel I am everywhere. See, I am feeling that I am present in this body, and since I am the knower, therefore I am different from the body. That is okay. But I don't feel that I am all pervasive. How can I be that dirt, that cockroach, that I am, that lizard I am, very difficult, that all this garbage, which we are throwing, that I am, no, I don't feel so. So one thing is that feeling. So first of all, we have to tell this, I am all pervasive is not a matter of feeling. Energy is everywhere. It's not a matter of feeling. Matter is nothing but energy. It is not a matter of feeling. Other day we discussed this point. Matter is energy. As I told you that clip, are you feeling it is energy? I feel it is a matter only. But this matter is nothing but energy. That is a matter of understanding. If that is very well convinced, then afterwards obstacle will be less. First we have to this cross over this particular obsession with the feeling. I want to feel I am all pervasive. It's not a matter of feeling. It is a matter of understanding. It is a purely cognitive. But this cognition is about myself, and this cognition helps you to get over so many other issues. It is not simply that one theory you know and that's it, you got some 5 marks. It is not that. If this understanding is assimilated, then the life of a person changes. So, Sarvagataha is a matter of understanding. And this can be seen in various ways. I am consciousness, that Swamiji I am clear. And I consciousness am of the nature of existence. Why? Because I never cease to be. And what never ceases to be is my nature. We saw that anything leaves you is not your nature. And existence doesn't leave you. Therefore, existence is your nature. And this existence alone is available in the form of all. This flower is that existence with some nama rupa alone is called flower. Existence with some nama rupa is called this book. Existence with some nama rupa is called clock, fan. So I, consciousness, am existence, and existence alone is available in the form of everything. So I, existence with different nama rupa, am all. So if you see this fact, I am consciousness, I am existence, and I, existence alone, am available as all with different nama rupa, then you can appreciate I am all. But what happens? That I am consciousness is clear, but I am existence, that is not so clear. And that is why in Mahavakya we highlight this, that Sad Brahma, Brahman which is of the nature of existence, you are. So Vedanta is revealing this fact about myself. If I have not been convinced by my being all the time there, Vedanta is a pramanam for what my true nature is. Vedanta reveals I am Sat, which we can arrive at with the help of Yukti. But the primary is this Mahavakya, I am Sad Brahma. So I, Sad Brahma, alone am in the form of all. This is one way of arriving at Sarvagatatvam of Atma. Another way which is presented here is that any visible object can be seen only when it is illumined by light. Any visible object can be seen when it is illumined, pervaded by light. This flower you are able to see. Why? Because it is illumined, pervaded by light. Without being pervaded by light, this visible object cannot be seen. Similarly, without the association with consciousness, without the presence of consciousness, nothing can be known. In the example, we have only visible objects that needs to be associated, pervaded by light to be seen. But for sound, light is not required. For sound, if I make sound in darkness, still you will hear. In sound, if you eat laddu, will you taste or not? Taste or not? No, Swami, light karo, phir bhi ba. Some people in darkness only they eat because so they get the taste, And therefore, for sound, taste, etc., light is not required. But for knowing anything, for experiencing anything, whether it is Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, sound, touch, taste, anything, what is required is consciousness. So anything can be known only when it is pervaded by consciousness. And anything can be said to be there only when it is known. Something can be said to be is when it is known, and when it is known only when it is pervaded by consciousness. Therefore, I, consciousness, am everywhere because nothing can be established without being pervaded by me. That is the idea given here. Abharupasya Vishwasya Bhanam. Cognition of Vishwa, the world, which is Abharupa, which is non-luminous, Jada, inert. The cognition of the world which is Abharupa, non-luminous, which is inert. Bhasaka Sannidhim Vina. Without, Vina means without. Bhasaka Sannidhi, the presence of illuminator. Kadachidapi, at any time indeed, na sambhavati, is not possible. The cognition of any inert thing is not possible without the presence of association with, without being pervaded by the illumining principle. Is not possible. Therefore, Bharupa Atma, the self which is of the nature of light of consciousness, Bha Prakashaha Chaitanya Prakashaha Rupam Yasya Saha Bharupaha Bharupasya So Atma Bharupatma. So the self, in between samasa aa jata hai. So the self which is of the nature of light of consciousness, I, we who am of the nature of consciousness, light of consciousness, am sarvagataha, am all pervasive. Just as all the visible objects are pervaded by light, so light is all pervasive with regard to visible objects. Similarly, I, consciousness, am all pervasive with regard to all the objects. In Drishtanta only visible objects, here all the objects, sound, taste, any object. So I am sarvagataha. Iti, in this manner, sarvagatatma nishchayaha, the conviction regarding all pervasive self, samyak bhuyat, let it be there very well. Let me appreciate very well, I am sarvagataha. And to appreciate I am sarvagataha, one requires this cognitive ability and shastra pramanam. Along with that, some vairagyam also is required. Vairagyam is freedom from raga and dvesha. I have a dvesha for someone, hatred for someone, then I will not be able to appreciate I am present in that body. There will be a rejection. So there is no raga and dvesha for any object, not only person, any object. Then only this appreciation will be there, that I am all. I am Sarvagataha because I am light of consciousness without which nothing can be cognized. So Sarvagatatmanishchayaha samyak bhuyat. Alright. Now another one is Vedanta reveals Atma is Sarvagataha. But I have some problems, so I have to use some reasoning and get convinced. Now second one is I am non-dual. Means what? Nothing else is there. I alone am there. There is no second thing at all. What is me alone. That is too much. Swami, this many people are there. How can I say I alone am? I alone am. How can I say so many are there? Therefore, one more what is called area of difficulty in understanding the vision of Shruti is this Advitiya. I alone am. I am non-dual. That becomes difficult. So for that, some yukti is given in the next shloka. Swapnaha swatirekena yatha nasti तथा एव स्वजाग्रदपि स्वातिरेकेण नास्ति तेन अद्वितीयात्मनिश्चयः सम्यक् भूयात्. Yes. Swapnaha, your main sentence is Advitiyatma Nishchaya Samyak Bhuyat. Let there be conviction regarding non-dual self, Samyak, very well. And how I can appreciate I am non-dual? By seeing that everything is mithya. Everything is mithya means everything does not exist apart from me, existence consciousness. Our problem is that we are retaining our I sense only in the body. And then I want to appreciate I am non-dual. You cannot. When you are looking upon yourself as the body, from the body standpoint, you cannot appreciate you are non-dual. There are hundreds and thousands of them are there. Bodies, many are there. So from the body standpoint, you cannot appreciate. So first of all, I see myself to be existence consciousness. And nothing exists apart from me, existence consciousness. This flower does not exist apart from existence. Therefore, we say that flower depends upon Sad Brahma, Sadatma, Sat Swarupa Atma. And that which does not exist apart from something is called mithya, unreal. So everything is unreal. Unreal is that which does not exist from the real. And I am the real one, I am the reality. Therefore, nothing exists apart from me. Like what? Example is Swapnaha. Swapnaha means Swapna Prapancha. The dream world, Swa Atirekena Yatha Nasti. Yatha means just as. Swa Atirekena, apart from oneself, Na Asti, is not there. The dream you had yesterday night or this early morning, some people have early morning dream. So, dream world you saw, when you wake up, where did it go? It is that, Swamiji, my window was closed, therefore dream world remained here. And yesterday dream window was open, therefore it went. No, through a window it doesn't have to go. The dream world is not separate from you. It is born of you, sustained by you and resolved back into you. You are the Adhishthanam. Similarly, tatha eva, similarly, swajagradapi, one's own waking also, swatirekena nasti, is not, does not exist apart from oneself. Tena, tena means by that reasoning, advitiya atmanishchayaha, the conviction of non-dual self, means conviction of myself being non-dual, samyak bhuyat, let it be there very well. So here this anumanam, yukti is suggested. Jagrat prapanchaha swatirekena nasti. Why? Drishyatvat. It is drishya. It is objectifiable. Why? Like what? Swapta prapanchavat. The swapta prapancha is drishya, not separate from the drashta. Sakshi. Similarly, the Jagrat prapancha also is drishya, not separate from drashta. And therefore, I understand that everything is mithya. Mithya does not exist apart from me, satyam. Therefore, satyam is only one. Mithya are so many, but satyam is only one. Reality is one. Appearances are many. We are not denying. Reality is only one. And what is that reality? I. Satchit Ananda Atma, Brahmatma. So I, Satchidananda Brahmatma, alone am. Nothing exists apart from me. In this manner, advitiyatma nishchayaha samyak bhuyat. So with this, manana topic is completed. Mananam is not completed. Manana topic is completed. Mananam you have to do for so many months, years, whatever time required. So manana topic discussion is completed. Then we'll enter into the discussion on nididhyasanam in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru